Hi friends, it's Hannah from Handmade by Design, and I'm so happy that you're here. Today I'm duplicating a plain brown bunny into a beautiful Mackenzie Childs bunny that I received as a gift. The brown bunny came from the thrift store, and the Mackenzie Childs bunny came from a dear friend of mine. Isn't she beautiful? To begin with, we're going to paint the entire bunny gold. I used Folk Art gold metallic paint, and it only took one coat of paint to cover the entire bunny. I love this paint, and I hope Folk Art never stops making it. It has such great coverage, and the color is absolutely beautiful. Once the bunny has been completely painted and dried, I noticed that the bunny was a little off, a little rickety, not quite standing firmly. So after it dried, I used DAS, air dry clay, and I turned the bunny on its side and warmed up the clay in my hands and made 2 pads to go beneath the bunny and press the bunny down firmly on the table as straight as I could so that it would sit properly. After I stood the bunny up and I was sure that it was firmly seated, I used a small tool that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I removed any of the clay that was outside of the lines of the bottom of the bunny so that it would all look like one piece. I removed the pads while they were still wet and just used the generic glue from the Dollar Tree store to reapply the pads on the bunny. I've used this glue for a lot of projects using the DAS air dry clay, and it stays perfectly. Once the clay is dry, I coat it with the same Folklore gold metallic paint to match the rest of the bunny, and I allow everything to dry completely. Once the bunny is completely dry, I'm going to use a crackle medium. I use Folk Art crackle medium, and I apply a generous coat over the entire bunny and allow the crackle to dry for at least an hour. I let my crackle dry for probably 3 hours. I wanted to make sure that I was going to get a nice crackle finish on this bunny. I used a coat of white acrylic paint to cover the crackle medium. When you use a crackle medium, it's always better to put the dark paint as the base, apply the crackle medium, let it dry, and then apply the lighter paint. So when it crackles, you will see the darker paint through the cracks, and it's just a beautiful effect. When you're doing a crackle finish, try to apply the top coat in one finish. If you need to go over anything that you missed, use little dabbing motions, because the more that you go over the crackle finish with your paintbrush, it disturbs the crackle finish and you won't get the outcome that you're looking for. So use a light touch when applying the top coat over the crackle medium. After I applied the top coat, it only took a few minutes for the paint to begin to crackle. I was really surprised at how quickly it started to crackle, and it has a nice, beautiful crackle finish once the paint is completely dry. I couldn't be happier with the way that this bunny turned out. The crackle finish is perfect. Using a black marker pen, I drew lines inside of the bunny's ears to resemble the Mackenzie Childs bunny. I also filled in the eyes. I used a mixture of red and 2 different colors of pink to match the Mackenzie Childs flowers. And I'm sorry that my camera was not on when I drew the flowers, but I just mimicked the flowers as best as I could with the pink paint. And I added white highlights around the flowers and yellow on the top and painted little green leaves all around each flower. The magic really happened when I applied dark wax to the bunny. So I applied dark wax over the entire bunny, and using a soft cloth, I buffed off as much as the dark wax as I possibly could, and the end result was just stunning. It turned out so beautiful. I couldn't be happier with it. I have some Mackenzie Childs ribbon, so I was actually able to really duplicate the ribbon on the Mackenzie Childs bunny with the ribbon. And if you don't have the Mackenzie Childs ribbon, you can use any black and white checked ribbon. But this ribbon is really special. It's so beautiful. It has gold on one side. It's trimmed in gold. It has a very nice weight to it, and it really is just beautiful ribbon. Using this ribbon for the bunny really is the crowning glory on this project. The original bunny is on the left, and the duplicate bunny is on the right. I'd love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that it inspires you to make something beautiful. If you would like to see more of my projects, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and it will let you know the next time that I put out a video. Until then, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.